don't know where my capo is. Oh, I got it. Well, we've lost 7 centimeters. We've lost 7 centimeters of height since this morning. It was 38 centimeters from the ground, and now it's 31. So lean on me is what came to mind. So I'm going to try that. Here's Auntie Sheila.
I thought, isn't that a capo?
Yeah.
There you go. And look at this proper footwear, Glenn. See, this is because this is what you wear in the winter, not your summer sandals.
My summer sandals.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe them. No socks.
This has attracted people even down in Mexico.
Cheryl?
Bonnie.
Who's in Mexico? Cool.
On her boat with her husband.
Wow. What do Mexicans think of this crazy scene?
Are you going to sing?
Far away from the mic.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Scroll down. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you don't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
If there is a love.
Next verse.
If there is a love.
If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry out, right up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me,
Call me when you need a friend.
call me, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
I measure from right here. There.
Top of it. No, touch it. That would be very bad.
If what?
You touched the chair and toppled it.
That would be like wrecking the
Smoky Lake pumpkin.
Smoky Lake pumpkin.
So, like right to the snow?
Yeah, just a gentle kind of
So 31, 30
measure.
That's what
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do you think it's going to make it till 3:20? That's what Anna says.
Well, I gotta go do some errands, so. Good question. What time is it?
It's now 12:49.
Yeah, maybe by 3. Okay. Do you want to come with me to do my errands or no? You want to watch the chair? I assume we're not live. Babe, do you want to come with me or watch the chair?
I think I can run out with you.
Quick, let's go. Quick as a bunny. We won't deliver to Alex, we'll just pick up.
Pekka says hello. The Oracle of Ulu.
Excellent.
We are live.
Still?
Oh yeah.
Oh, hello, Pekka.
And Lloyd Lewis and Marissa.
I better not move. I might jostle the chair. Okay, well, we gotta decide, man, if we're gonna go do an errand. Or do you want to monitor this and I'll go get the stuff and just zip back?
Maybe I'll do that.
Okay. I'll see you guys later on. I hope that it doesn't fall without me.
Okay.
Here's your little tape measure.
Thanks, Lloyd.
You're welcome. Lloyd could sing from afar.
Well, we've gone. We've really gone international now. We have Finland checking in. So we're watched in. Gotta find where Bonnie is. Don't know exactly where she is, but we're being watched in Finland, in Toronto, North Van. I don't know about Tulsa. I know Tulsa was interested. Don't know if Tulsa checked in. Hello to Pekka. Hello to Brian. I had no lead guitar for my Withers attempt. It's tough to get Lloyd Lewis over in like 30 seconds. Next time. So for those who are watching, this is our live experiment in slow TV, melting, gravity, and fighting the inevitable embrace of the Earth. Bill Fortier had some good thoughts earlier about people are cheering for the little chair. It's us, eh? In a way. Hanging in there as much as possible. All kinds of forces pulling us down. So maybe the only thing open to us in this life is a slow and graceful and artistic surrender. A crokinole game. Brian Haiti suggests a crokinole game to bring it home. But Pekka, it's not much snow, and it's dirty snow. You can see the dirt that my bike tires have brought into the backyard. We haven't had real snow for, well, I don't know, a long time. We need some freshening snow. There's always snow in the forecast, but then it disappears. Hey, Marion is joining us. Hi, Marion. where you're watching from, Marion. Maybe the metropolis of Sangudo. We're live from Sangudo to Oulu, from Alberta to Finland. Right now, the temperature in Edmonton is 3 degrees. Precipitation is 8%. Humidity 69%. The wind, there's some noticeable wind, 13 kilometers an hour. The snow icon in the forecast is taunting us. I mean, I see it's an icon, but the snow doesn't seem to materialize. It's been a mild winter so far. But the wind is picking up from this morning. The trees are in motion. And that will probably speed the chair dropping process. So those who don't know the story of the chair, just let me quickly repeat it. It's been 3 days now that the chair has had its front 2 legs off the ground in decreasing angles of repose. I don't even know idea if that is what an angle of repose is. Harry Saunders would know that. Don't know if Harry's watching in Southern California. But 3 days ago, we had some wind overnight and came out in the morning, and the chair, which I use to sort of my bike cleaning station chair, was tipped back, but not over. And it just stayed there and slowly, imperceptibly over the days tipped back. And it's fascinating. It's fascinating that change is imperceptible but real. And it's fascinating because it has a hold on me and us. It's a story in miniature. It had a beginning, and then something happened to our character, and now we're waiting for resolution. It admits of all kinds of metaphoric application. That chair is us, I think, right? Withstanding the return to the earth, withstanding the pull that brings us down. I think it's really cool that we've gathered in a small chair community. It's been some good wordplay. Wow. Sonny and chair, fall of the Ottoman Empire. Sure of the gravity of the situation. And it's a charming example of slow TV. No commercials, no cuts, no clip, VO, clip, sound up, VO, clip, stand up, VO, tag. But just a straight feed of reality. Anna is back from North Van. Anna might be pretty close. She said 3:20 our time. The chair would return to Mother Earth. Artifice return to nature. She looked at the forecast, noticed the wind, which has picked up. and use that in her calculation and her guess. The only other guess of the day, the exact time, was 10:10 a.m., which has come and gone. That was Jerry Ward's over-under time. Oh, Jonathan Miller is with us, the Baron of Quesnel Heights. Hello to Miller. Roy has joined us. Hello, Roy. Maybe you're watching with Marion. In beautiful Sangudo. I don't think it's going to last much longer. Jenny Kashkar. Hello, Jenny. Welcome to the leaning chair of Parkview. The chair's been leaning for 3 days, slowly tipping over, like the rest of us. But fighting it as best we can and being together while that happens. I love it. Oh, we need to issue a correction. I mistakenly attributed Quesnel Heights to Jonathan Miller. That's a transplanted North Ender in the West End's mistake. That's my bad. I've lived in the West End for 30 years. And Jonathan's Laurie, not Quesnel. It's a vast divide. Topographically, architecturally, and culturally. Laurier kids probably fought the Quesnel kids. And lost. Oh, Speller is here. Okay, this is great. Tim Spellacy. Tim was my first boss in television news. And he goes back longer than I do, but I go back a ways too. And I was in his newsroom when live TV became a thing. We had microwave technology that would let us go live from all kinds of breaking news situations. Like there was a stuck truck in an underpass on Fort Road. We would send the live truck out. We got a little more. Our threshold for live went up a bit, but only a bit. So it's good to have Spell here. Spell's the king of live TV, of course. He was the host of the Oilers on ITV. Famously interviewed Wayne Gretzky after Gretz scored his 50th goal in 39 games. And he's kind of a vintage Edmontonian. Nice to have you here, Loaf. Randy Sieben is here. Hello, Randy. Dr. Markland is back. Hello, Darren. Dropped off a couple of beer for you yesterday. Neighbors probably took it. But the beer is just a token of thanks for all that you've done to keep all of us safe in the pandemic and thinking about our public commitments. We live a very private world, private life. And you, before we've been vaccinated against the virus, have helped with your stories and your manner and your examples. You've helped vaccinate us against our selfishness. So thank you. Yeah, Miller, I said the F word I used was fought. You fought the kids in Laurier Park. If I said anything else, it would have been automatically beeped. I love slow TV. I mean, I'm a kid of the television news age, and so I love the work that editors do with video. Don't get me wrong, in keeping our attention. But I think there's something seductive about no edits. Just watching things unfold. Now that I've said seductive, that'll be Neil Fitzpatrick's cue to join the conversation. Oh, Warren Tasker is here. Task Blaster. Nice to see you. Warren was a great, he was, great storyteller. I worked with him at the Journal, and he helped me lay out pages, write headlines, and he knows about boxing, real boxing from the time that it was the sweet science, and it had more to do with the punches you didn't throw, the chances you didn't take, than the haymakers that you tried to land. So Warren taught me about that. He also consoled me the day that I think I sent a Jamie Hall column to the printer and without a headline. Printed the next day in the Journal. That was a tough one. Digital media is good. You can go back and correct your mistakes. In print, not so quick. Task Blaster, nice to see you. So you're joining us from out in Highlands. Thanks for bringing the north side. Peck, I think you're right. The centimeter, the chair's fallen on centimeters even in the time that we've gone live. I'm going to test your scientific eye. It's not that I don't trust you, Peck. I trust you implicitly. You know what? We're down 4 centimeters since the start of the of this edition of the drop. For those of you who don't know Pekka, he's joining us from Finland. He's from Oulu, which is in northern Finland. I really want to go there someday. They're the king. They're the world's best example of a commitment to winter cycling. All kinds of infrastructure, and they've got it down to a science. And I don't know what percentage of summer bike riders in Oulu continue in the winter, but it's ridiculously high because of the infrastructure work of Pekka and his colleagues and the cultural work that they have put into winter cycling. I met Pekka in Minneapolis a few years ago, and I was in a hotel boardroom, and he was giving a presentation, and it started snowing outside, and he forgot where he was, what he was talking about, and he ran to the window. And he reminded me of like an 8-year-old boy, almost jumping up and down, watching the snow come down in Minneapolis. It was beautiful snow that day, just gorgeous flakes that took their time getting to the ground. And I thought, wow, you know what? The snow that we disparage and the winter that we wait to get through is a cause for celebration. It's a gift. And we should live with it and not try to wait it out. Or Pekka helped teach the world that. You can see the wind playing with my low-tech monitor set up here. have to get a sandbag. "77% of our population," this is from Pekka, "77% of our population cycles at least sometimes, and 42% in the winter, which is about a 55% retention." Wow. Pekka, we bow to you, and we're inspired by you. Nice to have Pekka and the doc on the same feed. Oh, I think, Pekka, you met Dr. Markland when we were in Calgary a couple of years ago. You gave him some of that candy from Finland that tastes horrible. Only thing about Finland that I don't have a taste for yet. I want to get to Finland. Got to get to Finland. I think somehow if the wind starts to play with the chair, it's game over. Let's try that third verse again. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry on, right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long that I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Put this guitar in the house. Welcome back, friends. Wind is picking up. spells certain doom for our chair. It'll be horizontal soon. Then those with engineering insight will be able to. That probably spells the doom of our chair once it passes that horizontal point. Sitting outside and watching a chair tip back to the earth is interesting because you notice things other than the chair tipping back to the earth. You notice, I noticed some trees that are in the neighbor's yard 2 houses over that I've never seen before, even though I've lived here for 30 years. What's up with that? You can hear the roar of traffic from 149th Street. You hear sirens. A neighbor, can't see a neighbor, but you can hear a neighbor walking in the backyard and taking out some bags of trash. Notice the sky. The way the blue in the west, fades up to bluey white above me. That's neat. And just a moment of terror there that this is Wednesday or Monday and I should be at work. But no, it's Sunday. Really tried to notice what gets my attention. And what's neat about this experience is that there are no commercials, no pizza commercials, no pre-rolls, no... Writing is difficult. Grammarly can help. Just sitting outside, feeling the wind against my face, registering it. Just going with it. It's got to be good for something. Sheila, thanks for joining us. Auntie Sheila is, I think she's out getting a surprise birthday cake for our son whose birthday it is tomorrow and is not on the feed, so she went to see our friends at Sugared and Spiced. That's a good store, Sugared and Spiced. Talk about a commitment to craft and the community. If you haven't visited yet, I heartily recommend it. It's in the alley off White Avenue. Good stuff. Local. Gives a shit about where we live, Otto is like that too. You guys been to Otto? Ed runs Otto. Ed remembers Auntie Sheila from the days she would dance on the tables or be at the tables at Dewey's in Hub Mall. Ed goes way back. Great restaurant in the Norwood neighborhood. Wicked food. Great community builder. I've tried not to move the camera. The wind has played with it a bit, but I think it is accelerating. That was just the biggest wind gust that we've had today. So I'm guessing that the wind is going to end this story. her it's your daughter's birthday tomorrow, hey? I think her name is Quinn. I think. Well, you would certainly know. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying. I met her a few times when we worked together at the newsroom, and she's great. Great personality. Didn't take any of your bullshit. Fantastic. By my very unscientific sewing measuring tape, 8 centimeters since we started this feed. Started at 31 centimeters and now at whatever 31 minus 8 is, 23. I'm just going to go to the garage and get the level. I'll be right back. The level was tucked away. Okay, that says 5.1 degrees. Temperature outside. Almost have a confluence of angle of chair and temperature outside. We'll check it in a couple of minutes. 5.1 degrees pucka. What does that tell you? Auntie Sheila, did you get what do you think? How much more time do we have, Auntie? It's been a warm winter, Pekka. I've been outside. Well, I spend a lot of winter outside. Usually, commuting on my bike. I work about 10 kilometers away, so I can count on at least a 20-kilometer ride 5 days out of 7, and then I typically ride on the weekends. But without working downtown, working at home, very grateful that I can work from home. My commute is now 40 feet, and so to keep riding, I have discovered a single track. That's a It's a bit of an embarrassing admission because my riding friends have been telling me about the trails in Edmonton for years, and I never really listened to them. Well, I listened to them, but I never really understood how fun it was. And so there's all kinds of trails in the Edmonton River Valley of varying length and difficulty. They have personality. They're named, and I've been riding trails like Flatter Pete, and Logarithmic. One day I'll be as good as Laura Gibbs, the Doc, and Chris, and Alan, and the rest of those who know the trails here. It's doubled the amount of terrain that's available to ride in, and so the mild weather. I think the coldest that I've been out on my bike doing single track this year is about -22. I don't think we've had a -30 day this winter yet, but if you live in Edmonton and have a winter bike or an inclination to get out, go to Trail Forks. It's a great app. Look at some of the green rated trails in the Edmonton River Valley for location and information and pictures. It's a great way to spend 5 hours. The cool thing about Edmonton is that you can be in the trees doing single track and really not know you're in a city, but still be 12 minutes away from listening to a Philharmonic orchestra. It's I think we're at about the same latitude as Moscow. I think once we unlock winter, there's no stopping this place. I'm going to wheel my bike out just as a reminder to go for a ride today. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Apple designed in California. We'll see if you can withstand an Edmonton wind. And we'll protect them a bit. 3.8 degrees. I don't think it's going to be long now. I know I've changed the angle of the camera, but it's almost at 0 degrees. And we're getting wind, and that seems to move it along. A bit of a catalyst. Oh, Paul Rogers. Hello, Paul. People watching from Minnesota or Toronto. Paul was great to work with. When I worked at CTV Edmonton, he was in Toronto. He was a great mentor and leader. And I owe him a dinner. Took us out for dinner in Halifax. It was fantastic. Fun guy, smart guy. So, Paul, we're watching some slow TV. No cuts here. No edits. No VO, sound up, VO, SOT, clip, tag, stand up. This is just unedited live. Riveting. Unriveting. Gravitationally interesting television. And it's a nice change. For me, I was built in a television newsroom, so my imagination is sort of wide, tight, medium, wide, tight, medium. But it's just nice to stay on a shot. Chris Durham is back. Bull Durham. The Ageless Wonder. I worked with Chris at ITV. He hosted Morning News with Terry Nelson. fan is here. This seat has me on the edge. Nicely put. No cars are slowing down in the lane looking into the yard. Oh no, that's Auntie Sheila. Starting to rain snow a bit. I wonder how that will influence the decline. Hello, love.
It's starting to rain.
I know.
I think I should go get the ingredients for Lloyd's red drink or whatever it was.
You're going to get what Lloyd was drinking?
Like that thing that he was making.
Oh yeah, that looked really good.
Why
I
is
think
there a
it,
sock out here?
I think it had gin.
And off. Weird.
Okay, Auntie Sheila's back.
I didn't go to Alex's. Oh, your computer's getting wet. I don't like this.
I have to protect my laptop from the rain. Stand by. Just have to adjust the shot somehow. Lay it down a bit. Let's get a reading. .4 degrees of inclination. So I'm inclined to think it's not going to last much longer. It's already half. That's about half of what it was when we started. I wonder how it's going to end. Will it just imperceptibly, degree by imperceptible degree, hit the earth? Or will we have a dramatic kind of decline? Oops, there goes. Oh no, it's all it's going to end.
I decided I didn't like to drive around
I agree. Wait. just might have a problem. Oh, David Blatt has joined us. We are live in Tulsa. Going to get to Tulsa one day. Go see the Woody Guthrie Archives and the Bob Dylan Center and our friends Dave and Patty. David Blatt, the top academic graduate from Vernon Barford Junior High, now does great work in Oklahoma.
Why do we have a off?
You can't see it. David says, tell Auntie Sheila to smile for the camera.
Dave Parrott?
Dave Blatt.
Oh, okay. Where's the camera?
So just go by the chair and look back.
Tell him I can't see anything. I have no feedback. Okay, but down here. It's not a touch screen, Dave. It could be a very expensive live cam-y thing if your computer gets wrecked. Just click on it.
Click on what?
That little live thing.
This?
It's gone. There we go.
Okay.
Cover back up. Quite the operation out here.
So there's Auntie
You know, I
Sheila.
was thinking if I knock
Down,
over the
down,
chair,
down, down. There you go.
if I knock over the chair, it would be anticlimactic because that's not what you want to see. Also anticlimactic because it wouldn't be in the weather, forcing it over. But I'm not going to knock over the chair. Hello, David. Hello, all. Who all's there? I feel like rocker room lady.
Well,
David.
we've got Bonnie and,
Bonnie.
and Laura.
Or T.
Laura Gibbs.
Or Gibbs, of course, LJ.
LJ. Chris Bull Durham is here.
Ha! Oh! I haven't seen it for ages.
Rogers might still be here.
I am Rogers.
I am Rogers.
What a great crew you've assembled here for a chair, whatever.
Well,
we're
it's the
calling
chair.
this.
It's chair and chair alike.
Okay, I have to get something out of the truck.
Okay. So one of the great things about just sitting and not watching TV is you start to think, it'd be nice to read a poem. So I'm going to read you a poem. Hello, Gibbs.
I'll maybe buy it later.
This is our favorite, one of our favorite poems. His name is Shelagh, and he has a poem called Scrabble.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and I'm going to read that. It's a sonnet, I believe. How many lines in a sonnet?
14?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2. So I think this is a
Different
sonnet.
kinds of sonnets anyway. Is it actually about the game?
It's about the game. It's about and how the game is about life. So as we're waiting for the chair to
Don't take your eye off the prize there, but listen to the nice poetry and then.
okay, so this is called Scrabble. It's from a collection of poems called Glenmore Revisited in Seamus Heaney's Seeing Things, which came out in
Can we get an autograph that one?
1991, I believe. 1991, yep. And
get
it's a
him to
great
sign that
collection.
one?
Oh yeah, I know. We've got, this is an autographed copy. He signed it to our boys, Alex and Michael.
We bought it in London.
This is called Scrabble, in memoriam Tom Delaney, archaeologist. Bare flags, pump water, winter evening cold. Our backs might never warm up, but our faces burn from the hearth blaze and the hot whiskies. It felt remembered even then, an old rightness half imagined or foretold, as green sticks hissed and spat into the ashes, and whatever rampaged out there couldn't reach us, firelit, shuttered, slated, and stone-walled. Year after year, our game of Scrabble, love taken for granted like any other word, that was chanced on and allowed within the rules. So Scrabble let it be, intransitive, meaning to scratch or rake at something hard, which is what he hears, our scraping, clinking tools. Wow. Just the music of Heaney. And that rightness half imagined, or even then, it felt remembered even then. Which is what it feels like to be with friends and to maybe have a hot whiskey, and you're not even in the present tense in those moments. You're remembering something that maybe hasn't even happened, didn't even happen, but you know what feels right, and so that's what you remember. But to find the words and the music for that, wow. Thanks for listening. We're not far from Splashdown. Well, I wonder whether the last bit will be the slowest. I don't know. Splashdown reminds me of a lunch kit that Stefan convinced me to spend $100 on Amazon. It was a lunch kit that I had in grade 1, and he found a replica of it when we were working together at CTV and convinced me to buy it, because who can put a price on your memories? Well, apparently the guy selling can, and the price was $100 US. But it was a good purchase, so thanks, Stefan.
It doesn't close anymore, like the latch.
Oh, put it on the shot.
But it doesn't close. What if it blows open?
Well, it won't blow open if you just hold it. So here's the lunch kit. You can bring it even closer. Just hold it in the shot, just then we can take it back in.
Yeah.
So the splashdown is on the other side. Astronauts. $100.
Yeah. Price of nostalgia.
Price of nostalgia. Thanks, Stefan.
Stefan worked there when you got it.
Becca, what does CC-CA 1.0 mean? Those of you who don't know Pekka, check him out on Twitter. He does cool things broadcasting from Finland as he's making his bike rides. It's kind of the Darren Martin of Finland. Pekka, we could do something like this for the Winter Cycling Congress. Those of you who ride your bikes in the winter, or who are intrigued by winter bike riding and the design and thinking and culture building and celebration that goes around it, there's an event coming up February 11th, I believe. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I think it's February 11th. Usually the annual Winter Cycling Congress conference is held in Winter City, and we go there and be together this year. It's online, of course, but what a great way to save airfare and get a sense of what it's all about. Yeah, Becca, I've got 5 more of those chairs for sure. February 11th. More info at www.wintercycling.org. If you're looking for a life-changing way to look at winter, um, Pekka and Timo and Bartek and Isla and Tony and the rest of the gang who put on these events, they are who you're looking for. Wintercycling.org, February 11th. It's always interesting because Pekka shares content at the beginning of the Congress and he always blows out of the water everything else anyone does. Like a minute
What?
one. No, Pekka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in Congress, yeah.
Yeah, he's a genius.
I was going to make you now a hot chocolate and rum, but I can't find rum.
I've got the rum here.
I see. Very suspicious. Or unless you rather have tea or coffee.
No, that sounds good. .016 degrees, so we are essentially horizontal. And then we'll see what happens after that. There's a great Norwegian writer called Knausgård. Knausgård? I don't know how his last name is. He has a cycle of books called My Struggle. And he starts with a meditation on death, if I remember right, and how vertical becomes horizontal when we die, and I'm not doing it any justice, but it's a brilliant opening to a brilliant, I think, 6-book series. Be nice to get to Norway too, Bergen. Winter places. So we are winter people. We realize that watching a chair return to the earth. But we're not just summer people waiting for summer to return. We are winter people, and we are connected to those who live in winter climates around the world. We have a lot in common with people who live in Moscow and Oslo and Helsinki. Places like that. We have more in common with them than we do with places that are an hour plane ride to the sun and sand and roulette tables of Vegas. So it's good to remember that. That's another thing that this has taught me, just staring at the snow, is that we are from here.
Yikes, the rain is picking up. I don't think there was ever rain in January.
Rain in January? I don't think there was rain in January either. Hello, Cal Gould. Cal has joined us.
It was warm when Alex was born, but it wasn't raining.
Nice to have you here, Cal. We're in the end game.
You can get rain in your hot chocolate, that's up to you. It's just there.
We are horizontal. Oh, Tim Lee is here. Tim's brilliant. What an eye Tim has. Tim shoots news video in Calgary, and he's a great guy.
So if you're not going to eat your brownie,
Do you remember Tim gave us the idea about finding the letters of the alphabet
oh yeah,
out in the city?
we did a lot of that.
Yeah.
Some people thought we were suspicious. Like
Some people thought we were suspicious, but we were
casing
just
out a joint. We were just looking for letters.
looking for a vowel movement.
Oh please. Hello.
Hello, Tim. Oh, my friend David Fisher is here. Why aren't we gambling on this? We were gambling on this earlier, Fish. 10:10 a.m. was the over-under. People made a fortune on that. I did not. Those of you who may not know the whole story, which is in its final phases now, 3 nights ago I got up and some overnight wind had blown the chair off its front 2 legs, but not off its back 2, and there it was, frozen in suspended animation. And over the course of the last 3 days, it has imperceptibly, inexorably tipped back to the earth, like we all are. And it is it's been a remarkable experiment in slow TV and winter and
Give a shout out to Sugar and Spice for your great brownie.
Sugared and Spice we bought the brownies at Sugared and Spiced. So these brownies are from Sugared and Spiced.
Told Jeff about your adventure here. He's very interested.
Yeah, Jeff gets it. And so here we are in a slow TV environment. No commercials, no pre-roll, no invitations to skip advertising by paying a fee. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of advertising. I had a career in television news because of it. But it's also intriguing to go no cuts and just watch. Oh, that brownie is good. And it makes you wonder why I'm out here with a down blanket over my lap. I look like Whistler's mother, drinking a rum-infused hot chocolate and eating brownies, watching a chair return to the earth. And I think we are the chair. Here.
Oh boy, Pete.
We're that little chair.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, ashes to ashes. People are cheering for the chair because the chair is us.
And this chair.
Yes.
Good thing we leave our lawn chairs out all winter.
Well, that's the only one that I left out.
Adventures happen.
And this chair, I think, has taught us how to try to age and to deal with.
It's like do not go gentle.
Yeah, do not go gentle. Do not, return to the earth imperceptibly. Degrees of change, slowly,
Out with a whip or not a bang.
with friends around. I think that's the answer. Well, you can get in the shot.
Oh no, it's all about the chair. I don't want to distract.
Those are nice boots. What's the story?
They're boots. What?
Where'd you get them?
I got them at shoes at 149 over there.
Oh, shoes at 149.
I was walking to Bonton and then to get some baking, and then I saw these boots in the window, so I bought the boots.
What did they say to you? Sheila,
Buy me.
Auntie Sheila.
I don't know. I need more.
When our friend Craig moved away, he lived next door. He said that
Whoa. I just
one of the things that he really missed about this neighborhood was Bonton, and we take it for granted. We have a great bakery.
We don't take it for granted.
We don't take it for granted, but we have a great
We don't.
bakery in like a 2-minute walk.
With the shoe store near it.
We lost Hilton. Hilton passed away. Hilton was a great community builder and presence. He gave me a tour of the back of the bakery.
You're lucky.
That was very cool.
We never really go back out to the floor, but this is pretty. What if it just gets wedged in the snow and it doesn't fall?
It's falling. It's under horizontal now. You may want to get something on your hands.
Time. See,
Marion and Roy are.
she said if it goes down onto the snowdrift, we might have to do the spring. But it looks like a drift, but it's not really.
It's not really a drift, no. And they're the grandparents of Tyler and Spencer. Yeah.
Alex caught a fish at their fish derby.
That's right. They had a fish derby.
They're very gracious to us.
So just having people join the conversation triggers all kinds of memories that you wouldn't have had if you weren't out here watching a chair return to the earth. So it's been a good use of time.
Yeah, I made the broth, took the tree down. I have to yoga later.
Christmas trees down,
Yeah.
yoga later. Okay.
Because I had to do the chair.
Yoga like hey boo boo? No, that's yogi.
I was going to paint some more, but I think this is enough. Alex will be here shortly. It's Alex's birthday tomorrow, and it's Noah's birthday tomorrow.
I had a second of terror that it was actually Monday afternoon,
And you forgot to go to work.
that I forgot to go to work, and I was live streaming my my disciplinary hearing.
You daydream?
No, I just thought for a second because
Sounds like a day nightmare.
it would all be recorded, right?
Rain's picking up though.
Yeah, Marion points out that the shadow under the chair made it look like a snowdrift. That's true. Good eye, Marion. Are you a painter? Your command of shadow and light?
If you go for a bike ride after this, be careful because it is raining.
I have to go for a bike ride. I'm bike riding. I go for at least a bike ride a day and post details of my ride with friends in Minneapolis who I met at the Winter Cycling Congress when it was in Minneapolis, and we've stayed in touch. They're great people. Jonathan Miller says, hello, Auntie Sheila.
Waiting to we should be meeting up at a beer garden somewhere.
Jim Walker, what just joined us?
It's getting windy.
Jim's a great winter bike rider, too. On his Facebook page, Jim has been sharing photos of the sky and sunset, and like every day, it's beautiful. I ran into him with a friend who was on a really nice bike down by Laurier Park. I did a promo for the Winter Cycling Congress, and he cycled by.
Did Becca see it?
I don't know. I think Pekka's seen it. Pekka is all seeing.
He's omniscient. I know. I can't give a like to somebody's comment. It doesn't let me.
So, Jim, I think you know the story of this, but the chair tipped up, but didn't tip over 3 nights ago in an overnight wind. And since then, imperceptibly, silently, it's been tipping back, and we are now under horizontal. I just wonder when the weight of the chair will kick in, you know, and finish the job.
Yeah, you got so many people who are good with words watching you.
All my friends are good with words.
But Stefan's making an inside comment joke I don't understand. He says diaries or set top for the coverage.
Don't know.
What's in the shot? Oh, thank you for upgrading out of your summer shoes. I don't remember it ever raining in January before. That's crazy.
It's raining now. We're
Nuts.
those of us sitting outside in Parkview right now in West Edmonton are experiencing kind of little pellets of snow, sleet, rain.
It's just raining.
Well, but it's making a bit of a.
I suppose people have to go on with their day. We'll keep recording and we will share the moment that the chair collapsed.
Well, people are free to come and go.
I'm just saying
There's
that
no
they don't have to worry. We will capture it somehow or other.
somehow or other. Yeah. But I think this is the most efficient way to try to capture it. I'm just surprised that now that it's under,
So weird.
I need somebody who has like a physics or a
Marcel.
what's that?
Marcel.
Marcel, yeah.
My brother Mike.
Your brother Mike, Harry.
What do you mean? To understand physics?
No, just to understand when the weight of the chair will become the
Pivoting factor.
active ingredient.
Probably Markland knows that.
Markland would know that as well.
The builder.
He's just saving people from themselves.
Well, I have not had a hot chocolate since I can remember. That's not bad.
Yeah, the rum was nice in the hot chocolate.
I did do that, but now we're waiting for Alex. Like, what are we waiting for? Tony and Mary. Let's wait.
It would be interesting to understand all of the forces that are at play here, and if you could illustrate this with vectors.
Well, you can do that after.
I didn't pay attention in Physics 10 though. That was for I carried the beer home in that yesterday. There's a really cool little liquor store on 121st in Jasper.
Did you not see the pretty lights though?
No, I didn't go to the back. I just went to the beer cooler. Oh, Ann Renner has joined us.
Woohoo!
Party
Party on.
on. Ann is the second of the Renners. Who has joined us today. Her daughter Annalise was here this morning when we were streaming. Anne is Sheila's sister.
Hi, sister.
And there are 9 children in the McNally family. They're just named by their Roman numerals. And so Sheila is known as.
You know what it is, does that?
Her brother Sean is Octavius. And 5. So she's Quintus.
Quinta. She's a woman.
She is number 5 though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome, Quintus.
La
Quintilius.
Quinta. And it's so warm here, it's not even reasonable.
And those are our
Plant boxes?
container gardens that are shrouded over with some snow. We got those. We container gardened for the first time last growing season. We're looking forward to it again. We grew tomatoes, cukes. We pickled cucumbers, zucchini. Yeah, we're not going to grow zucchini again because it just spreads.
I'll try peas next time.
Yeah, I apologize for the wind. It's killing speakers in Finland, where their tech is high.
Maybe you should just turn it right down.
I just don't know what like.
We stop talking so he doesn't have to worry about
I can't
hearing.
change the wind though.
It's getting windier.
Who has seen the wind?
You're so deep, this contemplative slow TV.
I love
Chair
slow
watching.
TV.
The wind's really picking up actually. I might push the chair.
What do you mean there's 2 Advils in the snow?
Right there. Falling out of your pocket or something.
Look at that, 2 Advils in the snow.
Must have fallen out of your pocket when you were measuring the chair.
No, I carry all kinds of stuff in my first aid kit in my bike.
These fall out.
I think it fell out. Can you get a shot?
Of what? You? Just gotta put these away in the garbage. Okay, one sec. It's not that one.
Here comes the wind, friends. That's gotta be the sign that this is not long. Not much more to go. How close to 3:20 p.m. is it now? That's
oh
what.
yeah, Anna needs a prize. Oh, it's an hour away.
It's 2:20 now.
2:15.
Okay, well Anna's pretty close. 4 hours ago, or she said it would happen at 3:20 p.m.
If it's 2:20, I'm gonna give her a prize for
If it's 3:20, you mean?
3:20 here is 2:20 there.
But if yeah, that's right. She gets the hour time
If
zone.
she's that close. And Pekka should be he's probably trying to get to sleep soon.
Pekka doesn't sleep. Pekka's just about to go out on the road with his bike and live stream something.
Midnight.
Yeah. I'm going to check the degree of inclination. It was 0.017 last time. Zero 0.019. It's not. It's slowing down. Its decline is slowing down a bit. Where's Harry Saunders when you need him to explain what's going to happen? Can someone get Harry on this?
It's still live, but
What's that? He has a life?
no, I said I don't know if it's still live. Is it still live? Yeah, it is. It's a little small. Okay, it's catching it.
Well, this is great.
I'm not seeing what Anna wrote.
Anna says Imri, who is her son, says it'll happen 25 minutes from now.
Okay, I'm gonna set the timer.
And they're out on a walk in the Maplewood Flats, where Malcolm Larry wrote Under the Volcano.
Wow.
Lowry.
Oh, neat. Didn't know that.
Can you get Harry on this?
Maybe he's out on the boat or something.
He's out on the boat.
Maybe he's having a nice Sunday in California sun. In
Yeah, I
warm
know, but
California sun.
he would have the answer to.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's could be a lot of post-chair collapse, you know, analysis.
Post-collapse analysis.
Oh, very good. You're right, Marion. Marion says, my guess is the seat of the chair is balancing it now. So when the seat of the chair goes to be more 90 degrees.
Oh, the seat of the chair is.
Because it's still sloping a little bit that way. It's not 90 degrees.
Oh, I see.
Very good, Marion.
That's a good eye, Marion. You are the brains in the family.
You know, sometimes on a weekday I watch Billy Collins, poet, do his jazz and poetry reading. He plays jazz records and he reads some poems. It's quite relaxing and fun.
Billy Collins, the poet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is really quite captivating. And I think it's really
Well, there's a music in this that you don't hear until you sit and listen for a while.
it's almost as soothing as watching a fire.
It is like watching a fire. What
That's
do you?
what's happening.
At first, I thought it was just like, hey, another example of how we had to make our own entertainment as kids. You know,
I see.
we're kind of back in that era now that we're in the pandemic, but we do have those skills. We had them when we were young. Like I'm older than handheld Coleco football. That's what changed things. And Pong.
Hey, rich kids. We don't have
Yeah, rich kids.
That's right. That's my brother once. Why don't we play tennis? And he said, that's for rich people. We don't do rich people sports. We don't do tennis or skiing. Stickball. Oh, that made me laugh.
Well, we played handball against the garage because we had no equipment.
All right. My parents spent it all on the Atari.
Yeah, all our money was spent on Atari. So Billy Collins, you listen to Billy Collins, the poet, former poet laureate of the U.S. of A., the Republic one floor down.
And his mother is Canadian. Or was.
His mother is ailing,
Canadian.
Canadian.
Oh,
And he has a live podcast every day,
pretty much every day. Yeah, every weekday.
and he reads some
But
poetry,
he's in
listens to some
Florida
jazz.
now, and it comes up my time 4 o'clock, which I'm usually at work, so I can't always catch it.
Right.
He's cooking something that smells good. And here,
Did you just smell some home cooking from somewhere? Well, Ed,
Ed Donzelman has joined us. I talked a little bit about Ed earlier before he joined us. Ed runs Auto, which is which is pretty much our favorite place. It's a restaurant in Norwood, Parkdale, Norwood area, and it does great things with sausage and beer. But what Ed really serves is community. You always feel better when you dine at Auto. Ed remembers Shelagh from her days dancing on the tables. Sorry, drinking, sitting at the tables at the old Dewey's in Hub.
It's a good memory.
I misspoke. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest that you were dancing on the tables. That was at the Ambassador. Are you actually in a Junior Gone Wild video dancing?
Yeah, but we can't find it, so maybe they destroyed it.
If anyone knows how to get Junior Gone Wild videos, we can see a young Shelagh McAnally dancing at the Ambassador.
Oh my gosh. What a goof.
So anyways, if you have a chance,
To watch a chair.
go to Auto.
Put on. They're really doing some neat things.
Their
And I think your next social media platform you have to tackle is Instagram. I think it's perfect for you. So maybe next weekend. This would be great. Do little, I don't know what's what Ed will tell you.
we had, when we renewed our wedding vows for our 29th wedding anniversary, we had the reception at Auto. That was a good time.
So guys, it's I have more to watch since March. It's 2:22.
I'd like to say hello to Imri.
Hello, Emery. He's out on his walk, right?
He's out on a walk.
Back and check
Yeah.
where are we now? 18 minutes.
When Imri visits Edmonton, I like hanging out with him.
Very good, man.
He's a very bright kid.
Can you tell who's here? Not really. You said Michaela was here?
No.
Fun that my nieces came on, watched the chair.
Nieces are very cool.
When you were growing up, did you guys have a chair that you could have like a lever and recline?
We had lawn chairs
Yeah,
that were kind of stitched
webbing.
webbing. That's right. And
I fell through one.
You did fall
I
through
was
one.
embarrassed as well.
But one of them was like a long, like a chaise, because people suntanned in those days. Remember?
But in the house, did you have one? That was
We didn't. We left the lawn chairs outside. We didn't bring them in the house.
very good. Yeah. Okay. Did you have a lazy boy in the
No,
house?
did not have a lazy boy. Just the rich had lazy boys.
We didn't have one. I'm just curious. I think we were just upright people. No lounging about. What are you doing reclining? Get up and do some chores.
Well, that's funny that you talk about reclining.
Like I said, we're watching the recliner. That's what got me remembering.
It's a fascinating story, this chair going down, and it's a story in itself, because the three parts to a story: the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning, you have a character, in this case, a chair, and then the middle, something happens to that character that sets a plot in motion, a quest, or something that has to be overcome or answered, and then the ending, which is the resolution that we all need. And I remember going to a story seminar once, and the guy who taught it from Georgetown University said that storytellers make a mistake telling their stories and getting to the resolution too quickly. that
Yeah,
that
and I
that that the art of storytelling is on the suspense side of things and not the resolution, and we get to the resolution too quickly.
I think that guy Randy on American Idol, when he was on American Idol, the guy who always said "Little Pitchy Dog."
Little
He
pitchy
said
dog.
that too. Like, don't rush it, let it come.
Yeah.
Like that's not his full story, but
So I think that's what this is about. This is a storytelling and a demonstration, a master class from a chair about how a story is built.
the chair, the research chair. In
The
storytelling.
research chair in storytelling. Very nice. Very good. That beats Fitz's Fall of the Ottoman Empire furniture reference.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
That's pretty strong, but Fitz is napping now. He gets tired quickly.
Well, when we didn't have a proper measure tape, he gave up on
Yeah.
this sloppy production we felt. But we kept our proper measuring tapes for furniture and stuff so long, we're only in Ontario.
Brad Hooper has just joined.
Who?
Hoop! Absolutely. Hoop is here. Hoop, there it is. Brad Hooper is a great friend. I worked with Brad at CTD Edmonton, and he was
It's pretty fun.
he was
Seeing-
the operations
kind of seeing
manager.
people.
So there's three parts to
I
a
didn't mean to interrupt.
there's three parts to a television newsroom. There's sort of editorial, there's advertising, and there's operations, and they all and
But nothing gets done without operations.
and promotions as well. So those four legs have to be working together.
You just have two. Look what happened.
If you have two, it doesn't work. And so Hoop's a great guy, North Ender, and helped us build the Rink of Dreams.
Good point. That also took all the four elements of your newsroom:
It's true.
operations, promotions, editorial, and advertising.
We all have pictures of
The
each
brain's
other.
picking up again.
And I remember Hoop. I remember looking out my office window and seeing Hoop on the Rink of Dreams in January or February with he devised some kind of vacuum suction machine to suck up the water that had melted because some kind of shot vac. But I think he made it, with pieces lying around with Ray Chambers, and because that was a night that we were going to be live on
Got
the
too
air
warm.
with the Rink of Dreams, and it was a swimming pool. So it's good to see him.
Henry and Dawson's birthdays right around now before we miss them. Think about that.
Well, Seafelt always asks the provocative questions.
Is he here?
He's here. Is this what happens to a society when pot is legalized?
Oh, I had the same thought. All we're needing here is a little bit of hash in this brownies. Like, where is Fitz when you need them?
Where's Fitz?
I wrote up brownies, but they're nothing very exciting.
They're not like
Good
Fitz's
idea.
brownies,
Go
no.
from there. Maybe next time.
That's my bike in the background. I brought it out to remind myself to go for my daily ride. We've been riding every day alone, but together with some friends in Minneapolis on the road to the inauguration, is what we call it. We're showing off our communities to each other, and Minneapolis is very like Edmonton. I think it's a bigger version of Edmonton
Oh, it's not that big.
in some ways.
It doesn't have more people.
MSP, Minneapolis, St. Paul. So I'm going to go for a ride after this.
Yeah, well, when if it doesn't fall and the sky and the sunsets this wind,
I don't know.
you might have to pull it.
I don't know. Miller said the denouement will be a letdown. That's pretty good. Hoop also a great athlete.
Baseball. We watched him. play
Baseball? Yeah, he can hit a ball,
Yeah.
but he's also a runner. Like he could run marathons back in the day. Like those guys who can run,
Yeah.
and it looks like they can run.
You worked with a guy at the journal like that, Warren.
Yeah, Taskmaster was on this too. but they look like they should run. And Hoop's one of those athletes.
Go for it. I think our Alex is that like that.
He could. Alex could.
He's very good.
Hoop has 2 daughters, and one of his daughters
She's an athlete too.
is an athlete. She went on a scholarship to play soccer in the States.
We do pretty good. We don't even have a research team. We just remember these things. It's very remarkable. Unless we're remembering. Those crows.
Whoa! Those were 2 like F-18 sized crows that just flew over. Do we have F-18s here or F-16s? F-18s. Did you say Yen is Nayu?
I did.
Wow. Who adds a coda to my description of him as a runner? He says he now runs with COVID weight. What does that mean? Like extra weight?
I'm right there with you, buddy. I had the strangest dream last night, and a lot. It was in Edmonton, but it was very architecturally inspired, perhaps. Although the things that I saw in my dream don't exist. I've always dreamt about architecture. It's really weird. But in my dream, not only did we find a neat little area,
Did you dream about Hoop last night?
but I dreamt that we found east of Jasper Ave a whole little zone that was a Dutch area. It had Dutch people in it, like that we found it, like as if we were in Harlem or in New York somewhere. It was some little Dutch area. And I thought, this is cool. And the person driving the vehicle, was a big group of us, was Adrian.
Adrian Mike Pierce.
Yeah. It's very random dream, I say, but beautiful architecture.
Adrian is probably writing. He's a very disciplined writer. He's a writer who actually puts time limits on his writing, which means that he gets things done and doesn't just think about sentences in his head, but actually writes them down.
What if I took the beat from the front door and put it on?
That could be nice.
I'm getting a little cold. Go in. I have to observe from inside. I'm still waiting for Alex.
You need Miller needs your help with the question.
All right. Me?
His sister just texted him, said, "What are you doing?" How does he answer that?
What are we doing? I'm watching my friend video
Oh, it's moving.
live stream.
Point
a
047.
chair falling down in his backyard.
Just go with the truth, Jonathan. You're watching your friend live stream a chair returning to the earth in Parkview. That won't lead into any additional questions.
It's like if somebody asked you to go on a date. Like I can't. I gotta watch my chair fall. What a weak excuse.
Are you leaving us now,
5
Chancho?
minutes. I'm just gonna go.
Just gonna get some
Gonna warm up.
sweats?
I'll never leave you. But I'll get some mitts.
Yeah. Well, I did check the angle, and it continues to get closer to the Earth. I don't know if you can see this picture that I'm holding up to the screen. This is my parents' front window. They live in the North End, and they're doing a really good job staying healthy in the COVID age. They're not in the most forgiving of age categories. And they're doing a good job, and they want people to know that. So Northside's still alive. All the older people for whom this was not part of the deal. Well, I guess it's not part of the deal for anyone. But
Yeah, I couldn't really see that, but you told them what it was. Northside's still
yeah,
alive.
Northside's still alive. It said, if you couldn't see it, it said Northside's still alive, and they've got that in their window. Like you used to, I think you used to put a sign to say that you wanted milk
Or you're a block parent.
or a block parent. Yeah, it's
or,
like that.
Go Oilers, go.
Go Oilers, go.
that kind of thing.
Or stay Oilers, stay. Let's get a measurement here. It was 31 centimeters off, and now it's 9. So things continue to move. I'm just going to take my plate in and my coffee cups. Don't fall, chair, while I'm gone. I am just amazed at how imperceptibly change happens. Wow. Like the eye is so good at seeing things, but this is moving too slowly for the eye to register. No less real, but kind of like aging itself. Oh, Hoop, who knows Vegas, says that the channel 314, which is he's sort of going on the $1 bid strategy on Price is Right to Anna Clausen's 3:20 p.m. Ed J. Patrick B. Penguin is with us. Ed, hello. We're in the final stages of this 3-day plus drama of a chair that blew up didn't blow up, but blew onto its back legs and just stayed there in kind of a suspended animation, slowly tipping back over the last 3 days from touching the ground. And it's a fascinating bit of slow TV, irresistibly metaphorical. Tim Gillespie, Boy, if we had a piano, Tim could give us music with all kinds of suspended sevenths in it to match the occasion. Tim and I worked together at ATB. What a guy. Great guy. Very talented. Good banker, good musician. Oh, Hooper says one of his nieces says 3:20 p.m. So we have 2 votes for 3:20 p.m. The over/under was blown apart a long time ago. Jerry Ward set that
Isn't that what Anna said?
for 10:10 a.m. So anyone betting over, you share in a equal part of a.
Imri's 25 minutes has passed.
Yeah, Imri's 25 minutes has passed, but Imri's pretty close too.
Just letting you know.
It's a nice tonic to the pace of life, yeah, of the visual fare that we typically get.
You ever read that poem with Wordsworth saying the same thing? The world is too much with us, fast and to and fro, or whatever.
The world is too much with us.
Always going so fast. Wordsworth wrote that. So I don't know.
I don't think things were going that fast back in the Lake District and whatever.
That's why you have to go to the Lake District to escape the fastness.
Is that the 18th century? Is he Tintern Abbey?
Yes.
It would be nice to go to the Lake District.
Yeah.
Like past 153rd Ave, I mean.
Beaumaris.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I think there's going to come a point where the back legs will no longer be anchoring this project. I'm just intrigued to know if it's going to end imperceptibly or if it's going to actually.
It will be gentle or a bang.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of bangs.
This is the way the world ends, not with a whimper but a bang. No, not but a bang but a whimper.
Right. The clip was in The Big Chill.
Big Chill did it the other way around.
Well, purposely. They were setting up the plot earlier on, and a friend died. But whatever. They said, "Oh, not with a whimper but a bang." So we'll find out anyway. When the chairs return to the snow. And there isn't much snow. Just so you know.
Oh, I know. There's not a lot of
It's not
snow.
like-
We could use some
might
more.
be 3 inches. Right?
It was 9 centimeters. So that it's almost fully dilated.
Very good. You never forget. Oh yeah, I brought my mittens out, and here they are keeping my leg warm. So how that works. Ooh, where's Auntie Joni? We should get her to knit me some leg warmers. That's her new thing.
If anyone has access to Joan Parrott, we could use some leg warmers quickly.
ASAP.
Some quickly knit leg warmers. Get those needles going, Joan.
Speaking of the girl girls.
Makes you consider what a waste of time is. Like, what qualifies as a waste of time?
Well, I guess basically nothing productive is coming out.
Nothing productive as defined by.
Well, that can be different. That can change. You have to produce something, but you could just relax and still.
Is there value in doing nothing?
I think so. Should we write a book about that? We have it downstairs.
Remember, there's an essay that we read as junior high kids, the importance of loafing.
It's really important for junior high kids to loaf. You have to, your brain's still growing. You
we read all those things as like 12-year-olds
Didn't get it.
and have no idea of, like, we should be reading them now. I'm going to go find that essay. I think it was written by Lynn Yutang. Don't know why I remember that.
Kidding.
The importance of loafing.
Well, Alex was supposed to come over. Maybe he's
Not the
walking
loafing of importance. That's the Tim Spellison story.
This doesn't stop with you. Well, folks, I don't even know. I think we can stay.
Oh, the wind is helping it down.
Tape measure's blowing away.
Tape measure. Who would have thought the tape measure would be light enough to blow away?
I like how we still have our off bug spray here. We're ready for next summer. You just never know when the heat wave will come and the bugs will come back. We're ready.
We're ready.
Why is this here?
I don't know.
It smells like broth in here.
Oh, that was nice. Sheila opened the back door to put the oven thing in the stove. And I got a nice bouquet of soup broth that is on a slow boil on the
I've been
stove.
cooking since about 9 in the morning.
It smells great. Sometimes on 102nd Avenue, sometimes on 142nd Street. When I'm riding my bike in the evening, there are houses that I know that where home cooking is still a thing because the smells that escape from there are just lovely, beautiful.
Can I just ask, do you still need the tape measure if it's already level, or how are you going to keep measuring, or not?
I can use the tape measure, yeah. Access to it. Why does the soup smell so good when you open the door?
Right by the kitchen.
Do you think anyone will ever invent a way to transmit smell?
Yeah, it's called
Like-
scratch and sniff.
To record scratch and sniff? The lottery ticket people have cracked that riddle?
They don't smell, do they? A lot of tickets don't smell. Remember scratch and sniff?
Oh yeah, scratch and sniff.
Or those ink felts we had that smelled?
No, but somehow could you capture what the smell that just came from the kitchen
I see.
of the broth, the
Yeah, like a
homey smell?
recording.
Record
Yes.
it. Could you record smell?
Yeah. Probably from Blackbird Code or they're watching the chair. Big blackbird came and sat on the chair.
I expect a twist ending here somehow.
And it would knock right down. Or a cat. Okay.
Well, we have rabbits that visit the backyard, so I don't think any animals
come
will
over.
come by when we're around.
Well, okay, so you're going to stay out here for a bit. I just don't know what to think.
Let's just be silent for a while and watch the chair. It speaks to us. It's up to us to hear.
Who makes you laugh? Who makes me laugh more than me?
Who's the funniest person you know? You.
Probably me. I make myself laugh.
No saying to be glad you're alive. Okay.
So I didn't put this on today's to-do list. Maybe I'll rework the to-do list to include relaxing on Facebook Live.
It's calming. I remember once ATB always did great things to build your innovation muscles and
Creativity.
creativity, and always different exercises that you do. One of the things that we had to do was look at a photo for 15 seconds straight.
I thought it was minutes.
First it was 15, then it was longer,
I thought it was 10 minutes.
and long, and then like sometimes for 10 minutes.
Yeah, which is a long time.
You have to look at a photo, but you realize that you look at a photo routinely for like a split second, but force yourself to look at something for 15 seconds, and then for 30 seconds, and then for 10 minutes, and you start to see the whole universe.
You start going fuzzy like magic eye.
No, you can blink, but
I was saying, like, you start like seeing cross eyes.
no, you can blink. Like you can. But the photo that I chose was Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison.
Was it?
And you just look at that picture, and he's on stage above the prisoners, and they're in line, and
Great shot.
there's the guards, and there's the architecture of the auditorium. There's a lot to see. And there's a lot to see looking at a chair.
You know, it's not the best chair. It's okay, but it's got some oil, I think, on it. Thing.
Well, it's got bike oil on it.
That's what it is. So we don't sit on it really, because it's got bike oil stain on it. I don't sit on it.
It's my bike oil changing station chair.
So, but it has served us in this way as well.
Like I said, I needed a chair.
You could also maybe use a table. Just talking crazy over here. Things like that.
You want to get a reading?
With what?
Tape measure?
I'm afraid to touch it. I gotta be telling you the truth.
Okay.
I don't want to do this whole play pumpkin. Okay, I'll try. Well, we will, what's it called? Face my fears. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Right from the top. 7 centimeters. We're down from 9. We've dropped 2 centimeters. That's your cervix. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You're welcome. No wind right now. Nice. Just gonna check the weather forecast. Some things a person needs to know. Definitely if somebody gets it, like the closest to the guess that's closest to the time it actually falls. My concern, not a concern, but I just wonder if the legs wedged in the snow are going to prevent it from ever moving.
Well, I was thinking that somehow the design of the chair would prevent it from actually touching the snow, but it continues to drop.
Our chairs have fallen before, but I've never been wedged in something.
It's a chair.
Snow at the feet and the legs. Anyway, so whoever gets the best guess, I'll definitely do something. I might make some nice cake. Cardamom
Hoops
spice
nieces
cake.
said 320. So did Anna Clausen.
So I said to Brad, one of my nieces said 320.
Oh, one of your
I was
nieces.
replying to Brad.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, I read that wrong. Hoop said 314. Oh, Cal has thrown in a blast from the past with the giant hand of Friendly going down to adjust remember the rocker and the little table? What were the names of his sidekicks? There was
Finnegan?
no Finnegan, that was dress up.
Where's a rooster?
Rusty the rooster,
Rooster.
and he had a giraffe too. I think, right? And
Jerome. What did
Jerome. Good for you.
A little bit of alliteration there.
Well, yeah, I guess that's why alliteration is attractive to kids, eh? They're taught via alliteration. Rusty the rooster, Jerome the giraffe.
Anyways, I'll make something. I think cardamom spice cake. Maybe.
Rusty and Jerome, yes, Cal, thank you. Cardamom cake.
You know that cake that's so good that we like.
Has cardamom in it?
Coffee.
Cardi B.
I just saw a very big bird in that tree. So. Whoa. Whoa. Heard it here first. Whoa. See if I can get a shot.
Marissa has rejoined us. Welcome back, Marissa. We're in the end game. We're in the denouement. You can see from the shaking monitor screen that the wind has picked up. That has accelerated the decay, the decline. We're below horizontal and less than 7 centimeters away from the ground. This particular episode of our live started at 31 centimeters. So you do the math. 24 centimeters of change. Too slow to see. Too slow to see, but still real. I guess that's why we can't agree on things that change in society, is that some of them are too slow to see.
Where's my picture? I'm trying to paste. I don't know what happened. Try to paste the picture into the bird.
Oh, in the chat? Yeah, you can do that. I still think that it's going to be a perceptible touchdown.
I hope so.
That it's going to just, at the last minute, it's just going to, whatever equations, whatever vectors are at play here, whatever cross forces of influences and counterbalances. South Carolina here. Oh, Neil Fitzpatrick is up from his nap and has rejoined us. Fitz, the immaculate timing always. The pride of Forest Heights. Product of St. Kevin Catholic School. Fitz and I work together in the newsroom at ITV Global. And the only guy I know who puts shoe polish in his hair.
He just happens to have naturally great hair. Don't be so jealous.
Shelagh is here,
Oh, good.
Ryan Rashog.
Wow.
So we have some TSN.
Let's see, he came right at the right time.
Yeah, Shelagh's got great timing too.
Yeah.
Great voice.
The turn of the game. He's
Yeah.
right here. Yes.
Great voice, great talent. And a great reporter. Covered the bus crash in Saskatchewan,
I was just gonna say, remember that really
and put himself on the front line of a lot of emotion to get us the story. We thank him for that. So Shelagh, if you don't know the story here, let me just catch you up. Three days ago, we had some overnight wind in Edmonton, and I got up, and the chair had tipped back, but was frozen in suspended animation.
About as much as you would tip back a chair, and I'd say, hey, don't tip.
Right, as
Like
right.
45 degrees, 40 degrees.
Like when your mom gives you heck for tipping back the chair, that's
That's how tipped it was.
that's how tipped it was. And over the course of the last 3 days, it has imperceptibly continued its decline, and it's so it's slow TV, Shelagh. It's not VO clip, sound up, but just a non-edited
You know,
feed,
I hate to be a downer here, but
and a great example
you're
of a great example of slow TV that's irresistibly metaphoric. You know, this sort of captures the human condition as we struggle to elegantly, gracefully, imperceptibly return to the
Right,
earth.
very Nosgard. I have a statement.
Statement from Auntie Sheila.
I just think that it's going to sink. It's like there's 4 or 5 inches from the foot of this leg to this snow,
Yeah,
and I just don't think it's going to go anywhere else because it's wedged into that snow.
but it's been cutting into that snow as it goes.
It has been, but I just wonder if that's it.
Well, let's get a quick measurement. Let's bring out the tape. What was it last time? 7 centimeters?
Six or 5.
No, it's under 6 now.
Okay. You know what I'm saying, though? You just wonder if it's going to get wedged into the snow either.
But we just need one portion of this back to touchdown. I guess we will call it touchdown.
They were doing a celebration.
Yeah, why don't you
Like
spike?
some kind of road thing, or like
You spike the football when we have a
like a
touchdown.
snowball. Oh, which I forgot to tell you. I was walking to the store yesterday, and I was actually listening to music in my earbuds, so I didn't know.
What were you listening to?
Bee Gees, I think. And and there was a guy on his bicycle on the sidewalk, so I moved off the sidewalk so he could go by. It's by his bus stop at Menlo. And he stopped, and he's kind of aggressive, like, looks at me, you want to go? And I was like, what? And he goes, right now, snowball fight. And I was like, oh,
Oh, that would
that would
be
be great, but the snow is not very good snow for snowballs at the moment. It's very icy. So that's
So-
kind of funny for see that.
We've had I posted some pictures on my Facebook page, and we've had a couple of live streams, and it's at various points has attracted people from around the world. We've had friends from Finland, from Mexico, from Toronto,
Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, North Vancouver, people who've been following this while they're out on their day. You know, we've had really important people join us too. You know, Dr. Darren Markland has been here when he hasn't been saving us from ourselves in our COVID. We've had Ed Donzelman, who runs Auto. We've had some big deals.
No. Big deal to us. Ooh. So I made a snowball for you so you can spike on a touchdown. Okay? I made you a snowball so you can spike at the touchdown.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go inside and get warm for a minute.
one of the great things about having this time to do what others might say is absolutely nothing is that it's triggered, called back all kinds of memories that are there to be recalled, but without people who share our memories, they stay unrecalled. Shoggy just reminded us of the roller coaster trip in Vegas. Do you remember the roller coaster trip in Vegas? Oh yeah, Sheila says. Sheila just finished counseling, getting over it. There's really no end game. I don't know if the last 5 centimeters will happen quickly or happen at the same pace as the previous 26 have today. But when the top of the chair touches a piece of the snow, we're calling this touchdown, and that will be the end. I no longer think that it will be a perceptible kind of conclusion. I thought at some point that the 2 legs in the snow would just give up the ghost and kick up snow, and I don't think that'll happen anymore. I think it'll just be a slow, quiet, dignified return.
You're watching a concert at 6. Here, I brought you some broth.
Oh, thanks, love.
I put some parsley in it, so be aware. I get it.
Got some nice broth. Sheila's been making since 9 a.m. just to help with the pneumonia that I'm going through. So it's been a celebration of a lot of things. A celebration of winter, and a celebration of doing useless things. Celebration of finding meaning in the everyday, and a celebration of being together. All thanks to a chair. Maybe is what furniture does. We're very close. I can see that left top tip of the back of the chair, not far away from the snow. Jerry Ward back with us. Jerry, hello. You made this reel earlier in the day by setting 10:10 a.m. as your over-under. It's hung in longer than that, hey? We're pretty close, Jerry. We're very close, love.
Okay. So we're not watching a chair go back. We've been watching The Imposters on Netflix.
Oh yeah, The
Season 1.
Imposters. We're watching that on
have
Netflix.
2 more episodes of season 1.
Yeah.
And then I think there are 10 episodes in season 2. And it's a plot twist every episode, I think. It's very interesting. Good fun.
When it touches down, love, I want you to take the football that you fashioned out of snow and spike it in the end zone for touchdown.
I thought you would do that.
No, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just think you're taller. Probably better effect.
I think you have more style.
You kill me.
That's close. That is so close. I can't believe how slowly it goes even at the end. Fascinating. I think we're just moments away. The reverse of watching what there? Yeah, this is super slow-mo life. We are so close. What time is it now, dear? What time is it?
3:10 or 3:11.
3:10 or 3:11. We are so close.
It is 3:12 at the moment.
3:12.
Right. And we had a birthday last week or so on the 6th. It was his birthday. He's 10.
Almost there. So close. So close. Don't make any vibrations. Coming up on 3:14, which was Brad Hooper's.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how good Hoop was. Is.
It was a bit more snow, like it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I know, but we can't adjust for the.
No, so it might touch this snow pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be. We're in the final moments. Seconds, maybe.
Where's that thing that the Batman I brought out?
I put it back in the house. Do we have a confetti gun that's loaded?
You know, I don't have that around. Thanks. I didn't have that on today's to-do list. Get a confetti gun. I thought about looking for those though for the kids' weddings. That'd be fun. Look how the sun is so low.
It's actually getting higher these days.
What's 2021 done for you lately? Aren't you slow vision?
Slow TV is an important way to go in the future. This won't make the news today.
It's not that slow these days.
It's not that slow a news. Jack Little has just joined us. The legend.
Right.
Oh, it's so close. get a recipe card.
I want to get
Touchdown!
That's it.
Touchdown!
That is it. Okay, this is very important
What
because
time
it's
is
either
it?
Hooper or Anna, or they split. What time is it? It's 3:16.
316! Touchdown at 316. Give us a touchdown end zone, love.
3:16.
Give us a spike in the end zone for touchdown. Oh, just give it a spike. Touchdown!
Well, thank you everybody for watching. 3:16 is awfully close to 3:14. Isn't that what Hoop said?
Yeah, Hoop said.
Hoop's our winner.
Hoop said 314. It was 316. Anna said 320.
It's pretty darn close.
That's pretty darn close. I think it's
I mean, it's Hoop is 2 minutes and
Yeah.
it's 4, so
but I think is Hoop gracious enough that he would share the title with Anna.
let's talk to them.
We'll
They could
talk
be-
to them and we'll get prizes out to them.
Yeah, to both of them.
Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for being with us. This was a great way to spend
A slow day.
a slow day
Trying to make it
together.
hard.
Love
Not
to
working.
you all. Okay. See you. Bye. Thank you.
See you next time. We'll come up with something else. Maybe something faster. Okay, so now, no, wait. Do we pick up the chair? Like, we don't want to leave it.
Oh, we'll just leave the chair like that. Hoop's in operations. He'll clean it up.
Still no Alex here. Excellent.
Oh, that was fun.